For those who don't think that ghosts are at you, or if you ever felt story time. Yeah, so there is this house just behind our house. I'll show you, like not now, but in the next video. So this house is haunted. Now, let me tell you how I know about this house. So let me tell you a little bit of the background on how I know the house. So the owner who used to stay in that same house, she shifted. She went to Lusaka probably like a year, like after for a year that she shifted, like for a year, and nobody was in the same house, and the house needed to be renovated. So I was supposed to look for the person who changed the door, who changed the windows, and who put the floor and stuff. Yeah, so after I was done with, I had to look for the person who would do that. I looked for the person, they did everything. They had to change the door, they had to change the floor, they had to change the windows. I had to put the windows, rather. So, fast forward, everything was done, and she told me to rent the house out, like to put it on the market. Naisayibikana pa marketing andeyo abantu badentinga nokulentinga basonkera nokusonkera vaikeremo yakwat for a month. They just stayed there for like a month. After they stayed there for like a month, they started complaining. I'm like, what's going on? They're like, pavechisa mkuma pamtengo kushikunga chama pamtenga pa. You just like see stuff, and sometimes you just hear stuff kulukunga. I'm like, oh, okay. How can we do, like, how can we help? I had to call the owner. I'm like, listen, people have been complaining about this house. Nice burger. So I don't know how you can help. She's like, oh, okay. So what are we going, like, what's your opinion? I'm like, I don't know anything about this. So you're the owner of the house. You decide what to do. I will fast forward. But in spite of I don't know if it's those or if it's the owner who are responsible for those stuff. But I them for some time. Like people used to stay there, like they stayed there for some time, so they shifted. Me, I came to like in the picture after there was nobody to look after the house, like to look after to find people who are going to be renovating and everything. That's when I came into the picture. Oh, those people even shifted. The one that I was responsible for renting the renting them renting the house out to, like they shifted. After they shifted, I had to call them and I'm like, listen, people were complaining before they shifted. You need to do something. Then later on, she didn't do anything. She just told me to put the house on the market again. She just told me to put the house on the market again. She was like, maybe it's the same people, maybe Badiba Konka Kontuba Fumini, we don't know. I had to put the house on the market again. Then this old man shifted there. He's like a grandpa to me, and he's late now. May so rest in peace. So he stayed there for like I don't know, 2 months or 3 months. Used to complain about the house. He's like, listen, Pavich is a panganda pano, and I don't know. I cannot just like get over with it. Like wish cookies and vavicharia thing. The same thing that the previous tenant used to say. That's what the same what guy was saying. I'm like, oh okay. Let me call the owner. I called the owner. Like she was shocked. She was like, I don't know what's going on. Iyo, fast forward, dear Peter. The like now I went to school. You feel me? So since I went to school, I had to like withdraw the powers of me looking after the house. I'm like, no, like I cannot be looking after the house while I'm in school in Osaka as well. So we need to find somebody else. So even the owner decided, let me just sell the house out. She had to. I'm the one who had to put house for or sell and stuff. Away from her. Oh, sorry, I was talking to mom. Yeah, so that's what happened. I had to put it house for rent. I had to put it on the market. Now I was selling it. Now I didn't know. I just had to put a number. So people bought the house. So after they bought the house, before they started making plans or maybe like breaking it down because it's not a nice house. They just want to like maybe break it, get rid of it, then they build something there. So the guy decided to put people there before, since he's like looking for money to start building. And people started staying there. They stayed there. They have been staying there for like since I went to school. Later, later on, later on, this happened like 2 days ago. Uh, they were complaining, but they didn't like bring it to my attention because we saw that us I'm not responsible for like anything which goes on or goes out, you know. So he decided to tell me. He's like, listen, something happened yesterday. I'm like, what happened? He's like, while we were sleeping, the previous day something came. We could just hear people like talking behind the house. I'm like, oh, okay. Then what did you try to check on the window who was talking or was there? Like, no, I couldn't do it. Why? Like, I couldn't just do it because by the time I got by the paper, so I was like, since they're just there, let me know like disturb or anything. I'm like, oh, okay. Now like the following day, which was yesterday, something came like chat Chauma pumping. After Chauma pumping, I was in the bedroom. I was with my young sister. So the mom goes, she goes to the village to get mail and stuff. Then she comes back and says, oh, that's the business that she does. So it was just like somebody who is like my age and the young sister who was there. So the small girl, the last born, went to the elder sister where she stayed. She's married somewhere there. That's where she slept. So so it's like once that thing just like had to eat the roof, the chairman for twice, I want to in the image of our young sister, the last born, is I'm like, ah, I'm like, nah, that's not me. It's like, yeah. So me, I was shocked. I'm like, my young sister, she can't come this day. Like it was like 23, 24. So the natural for Kumuikatam, like I was trying to grab my sister, the same person who came, and they just like it turned into multiple people, like almost like 10. After Krisa ikatama pa, fito sasa anko 10. I'm like, not me, I beg. After that, like I started praying to God. I'm like, God, I don't know what's going on, but this looks like my sister. And I tried to grab the second person again. They just disappeared. I'm like, hey, me staying there. So what I did is that after that, yeah, I took all the elder sisters. Like the elder sister is like, is our young sister that ID? Then the elder sister was like, yes, she's here. But he couldn't say anything what was going on. So the next day, 80 bells in the morning, those guys shifted. And they had to call the mom. They're like, Mom, we ain't going back to that house. This and this is what happened. And, So what they do is that they don't sleep there. They just come like during the day and cook. Then they go. But I'm just... Bro, ghosts. Hey. Anyways, I'll continue. I have to do some investigation as well because I wanted to go spend the night there, but I can't. I'm still young. Should have got the power 9. Otherwise, the cap is